All right, let's get right into it. On February 4th, 2026, EASA put out a new proposed Airworthiness Directive, PAD 26025. This is a really critical update for anyone operating the Airbus A320 family, and it's all about flight safety and compliance. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what you need to know.
So, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why this directive is even on the table. Then we'll pinpoint exactly which aircraft are affected. After that, we'll dive into the technical nitty-gritty, talk about the real-world impact on safety and operations, and wrap it all up with a clear summary of the deadlines you can't afford to miss.
Okay, so first things first. Why the new AD? What's the driving force behind this update? Well, it all boils down to a super important set of maintenance rules called the Fuel Airworthiness Limitations. At the heart of this whole thing is something called the Airworthiness Limitations section, or ALS. We're specifically talking about Part 5, which deals with Fuel Airworthiness Limitations, the FAL. You can think of this as the official safety manual for the fuel system. It's not optional. It's a mandatory list of maintenance jobs and life limits for parts, all designed to keep the aircraft safe. And EASA really doesn't mince words about how serious this is. The document says point blank that not following these instructions could result in an unsafe condition. That phrase right there is the reason this is a mandatory directive. It's all about preventing a potential hazard before it ever becomes a reality.
Now, this isn't just coming out of nowhere. The catalyst here is that Airbus has released a new update to their maintenance manual, specifically Revision 10 of ALS Part 5. And this isn't just a minor tweak. This new revision adds brand new tasks and makes some of the old ones even stricter, with shorter intervals. It also officially includes the newer A320 models that have been certified. So naturally, this new AD is needed to replace the old one and make these tougher rules the new standard.
Okay, so that's the backstory. Now for the million-dollar question. Which aircraft are we talking about here? Does this new rule apply to your fleet?
Well, the answer couldn't be clearer. If you operate the Airbus A320 family, then yes, this is for you. We're talking the A318, A319, A320, and the A321. And that covers everything. The classics, the neos, all of it. The directive makes it crystal clear that this applies to every single manufacturer serial number. No one's left out.
All right, let's get into the technical heart of the matter. This is for the camo teams out there. What exactly do you need to do to stay compliant? It really breaks down into 3 big action items. Number 1, you've got to perform all the new and updated maintenance tasks and parts replacements following the new schedule in the ALS to the letter. Number 2, if you find anything wrong during those checks, you have to fix it. And number 3, you have to update your official aircraft maintenance program to bake these new rules right into your system. Now, let's put some timelines on that. As you can see here, the deadlines for the new maintenance tasks are all laid out in the new ALS itself. But here's the crucial part. If you find anything that needs fixing, that has to be done before the next flight, no exceptions. And for all the planners, take note, the clock is ticking on revising your AMP. You've got 12 months from the day this AD becomes effective to get that done.
Okay, let's shift gears and zoom out from the technical tasks. What does all this mean for the bigger picture? For safety management, for airline planners, why should they really care about this?
At its core, it's a simple risk management equation. The hazard is the chance of something going wrong in the fuel system because you're using old, outdated maintenance rules. This Airworthiness Directive is the mitigation. It's the fix. By forcing everyone to follow the latest and safest procedures from Airbus, it ensures that this risk is properly managed across the entire global fleet. So, for anyone in management or planning, here's your takeaway. First, that 12-month deadline to revise the AMP isn't a suggestion. It's a project that needs to be planned now. Second, you need to think about downtime, not just for the new scheduled tasks, but also for any unexpected repairs that might pop up. And finally, this is all about maintaining your continued airworthiness. It keeps you compliant with EASA, and just as important, it ensures you have the proper documentation to prove it.
All right, let's wrap this all up and put it into a clear, simple action plan. What are the absolute must-knows to take away from this?
If you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, make it this number: 12 months. You have 1 year from the effective date of this AD to get your aircraft maintenance program revised and approved. That is the single biggest planning item on your to-do list.
So here it is, your final checklist. Who's this for? Every single operator of the A320 family.
What do you have to do? You've got to take everything from ALS Part 5, Revision 10, and build it into your daily maintenance work and your official AMP. And when? Follow the new task schedule immediately and get that AMP updated within those 12 months. Simple as that.
The bottom line is this. Every operator has to ensure they are fully compliant with AD 26-025 by the deadlines we've talked about. This means getting your camo, planning, and maintenance teams all on the same page to get this done. And look, while we've covered the highlights here, remember this is just a guide. For the full official instructions, you must always go back to the source, the official EASA AD text and the related Airbus documents.
Subscribe to Aeropoda YouTube channel.